Everyone, welcome to another short video. In this video, we are going to look at the OSPF configuration on Palo Alto Firewall. So let me show you the topology first. So we are going to use this topology. My Palo Alto and this Cisco router is gonna be OSPF neighbors. So I'm going to run OSPF between this Palo Alto and this R3 router. And Palo Alto will be learning about these two networks via the OSPF routing protocol. So let's jump onto the firewall and do the required configuration. I'll go to the firewall, click on networks, go to the virtual routers. So I created the VR1 in the previous video. We are going to use the same router. Let's go to the OSPF section, enable the OSPF, choose a router ID. I have chosen a router ID. It is in the IPv4 address format basically. Let's put an area. So OSPF has the concept of areas. I'm gonna put at area 0 and then type is normal. There are three areas: normal area, stubby area, not so stubby area, and then range, any summary routes. No interface. Let's add interface, drop down, details one by one, enable broadcast. Yeah, rest of the config is just default. Virtual link. So virtual link is basically when your Palo Alto wants to be neighbor of with a router which is not directly connected to this specific area, but there is a transit area in between, and over that area you want to build the OSPF neighborship. That's when you create a virtual link. We are not going to create it. And yep, that's how you do. And I also want to advertise the firewall's default route to my OSPF router. So for that, what I'll do, I'll see, okay, there is a static route already. Let's create a redistribution profile to redistribute the static route. So I'll say RP static and then priority it's number one, and then yep, you need to only distribute the static route. That's it, no other filters needed. Now I'll go under the OSPF export rules, allow redistribute of default routes, click on add name, select the profile, how you want the routes to go out, ext1 or ext2. Basically ext1 routes get a cumulative metric, but these ext2 routes just get a simple metric, from the hop, from the next hop towards the destination, but not from them to the next hop. So let's keep it ext1 route. We want to get the cumulative routes, new tag, no routes, no metric. I'm gonna keep it default. That's it. Okay. Yep, there is our configuration complete. I'm gonna commit the changes here, and now let's jump. While the commit is processing, let's jump on to R3 and do the desired configuration. Here we'll do. Yep, I'm going to hit enter, enable router, sorry, first config router OSF, is process ID 10. Let's uh, create a router ID. It can choose the router ID dynamically in Cisco, but I prefer it to be statically assigned. Router ID network 1000, and then one more zero. Wildcard mask is this, and then what area it belongs to. It belongs to area, 0.0.0. Yep, and then another network. Let's keep it, I would say, let me first put the subnet. That's 1.0. 1 second. 1.0 and 1.0 is connected via the other interface. Let's put it in area 1, and then 2.0 goes to area 2. Yep, and then I do an exit and exit. Let me see, show IP protocols. You can see, yes, there are three areas which are configured. So this router becomes an ABR, area border router, because it connects to multiple areas, two or more areas. Okay, yeah, you can see it has already created a neighborship with my Palo Alto firewall. It means my commit is complete. Let's see the routing table here, show IP route. Yep, I do not still see my default route coming in. So show IP route again, or show IP route OSF. Okay, it hasn't come. Let me check. Configuration was committed successfully. We are one. Static redistribution profile. Yep, redistribution static. OSPF. Export rules allow redistribute of default route. Kind of static one. Yeah, not a problem. Everything looks good in here. Static OSPF. Okay. Now let's check the runtime stats. Let's see our Palo Alto. So you can see it's getting the two, inter area routes, in a different area, not in the same area as your Palo Alto's interfaces. So these are the two inter area routes, and my default route should have been propagated with this config. Let me see if it is taking some. No, I cannot see it still. It's not going to there. Need to check a few things once again. Okay. Area. I have just created only one area. Let me close it and check the configuration first. Okay, OSPF. I have one area. I created interface. Yep, fine. No virtual link, no range, nothing required. Type is normal. Okay. Router ID is 1. Enabled. I'm rejecting the default route. OSPF. No, sorry. Then redistribution profile RP1. Type is static. Yeah, no, oh, sorry. The problem was I forgot to click redistribute here. So this is this is a common mistake that engineers do. Please make a note. You always need to keep it on the redistribute. Okay, and then commit. I'll pause the video while the commit completes, and then once the commit is complete, I'll show you guys. Okay, so my commit is complete. You can see. Now let's look at the routing on this router. There should be a default route. Yes, you can see it's of type E1. Perfect. So that's what we wanted. Now let's try to reach to internet from any one of these machines. Let's try to reach to 8.8.8 from this specific VPC. Let me just change its appearance before I bring it in front of you. Okay, apply. Yep, here it goes. So this is the VPC. Let's see, show IP information. Yep, ping. Let's try it first 8.8.8. Yep, it's pinging. Let's ping the www.google.com. Yep, works fine. I should have a log for this 10.01.10 going to 8.8.8 on my Palo Alto firewall. Go to the monitor traffic. Yep, you can see. And when it did, no, this is not the recent log. I'm just waiting for the recent log to pop up. Yep, you can see that's it. The top one, two pings going to the google.com and going to 8.8.8. India, yep, perfectly fine. So that's it for this video. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.